Hi YouTube. Today we're going to learn ordinary differential equations, the method of undetermined coefficients. So let's say you get a differential equation like y double prime plus 8y prime plus 9y equals to, say, 3 sine of t. Well, quite obviously, you can't use a characteristic equation to solve for the solutions because, well, this side, g of t, is not equal to 0. It's something else that you can't solve for easily. Well, you can use the method of undetermined coefficients to solve for it. Okay, so what is the method of undetermined coefficients? Well, I'll answer that question with an example. Let's say I give you this differential equation right here. Well, in order to use the method of undetermined coefficients, you would look at this side, which I'll call g of t, and we have to set a test function, big Y of t, equal to a, which is a coefficient that we're going to solve for, times g of t, or a e to the 10t power. And the way we're going to do this is we're just going to plug this into y. So a e to the 10t power double prime is 100 a e to the 10t power. Then 9 times the first derivative is 90 a e to the 10t plus 9 a e to the 10t power, and that's equal to 1 e to the 10t. So adding these up, you would get 199a times e to the 10t power equal to 1 e to the 10t. So if you cancel out the e to the 10t's, you'll find a is equal to 1 over 199. So therefore, our solution is equal to 1 over 199 e to the 10t power. But it's not always like that. Let's say, okay, let me just quickly erase that first. I gave you a slightly different problem, like y double prime plus, 3y prime plus 2y equal to e to the negative 2t. And you'd probably think, well, that's easy, just set your test function equal to ae to the negative 2t. Simple as that, right? So let's plug that in, and I hope you're able to identify what the problem is with this already, but I'll work it out so you can figure it out for yourself. Well, you see, plugging in y of t equals ae to the negative 2t. Well, that would just lead to 0, and you can't have 0 as your answer because, well, that would just mean you get this equaling 0. That doesn't work. So basically, what that means is that if you solve for this characteristic equation, which is y squared plus 3r plus 2, r minus 2, and r minus 1. Well, r equals 1 and 2, or sorry, r plus 2 and r plus 1. So r equals negative 1 and negative 2 when you solve for it. Neither of the numbers can match up to anything here. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to solve for it because you're just going to get 0 when you plug your sample solution into your differential equation. So this goes with everything. If what you get from solving for the characteristic equation, like it equates to the thing, the g of t on the right term, then you cannot use that g of t as your test function, and you'll have to use something else. Well, actually, it's quite easy to remedy this problem. So we already know that the solutions to our characteristic equation is -1 and -2, and we both know that the multiplicity is 1 for both of them, so we could just set n equals 1, n equals 1 for both of them, n is multiplicity. So instead of having g of t as our test function, so we would have a e to the -2t equals big Y, we would have big Y of t equal to a, which is our constant again, times t to the n power, where n is our multiplicity times our g of t. So in this case, we have a times t to the first power, because our multiplicity is always 1, times e to the -2t, which is our g of t. So now, if we plug that in, well, let's find y prime first. So y is obviously at e to the -2t, so y prime would be a e to the -2t minus 2t e to the -2t. That's just our product rule. And then y prime would be a -2 e to the -2t for this term. This term would be e to the -2t minus another -2t e to the -2t. And then if we multiply that all out, we would get a -4 e to the -2t plus 4t e to the -2t. So if we plug that into here, we would get a -4 e to the -2t plus 4t e to the -2t. Then we add 3y prime, so that's plus 3a e to the -2t minus 2t e to the -2t. Then you just add plus 2y, so that's just 2at e to the -2t equals to 1 e to the -2t. So if we distribute everything out, it's kind of a mess, but we know that this is 4at e to the -2t, this is -6at e to the -2t, and this is 2at e to the -2t. So if we just use algebra, we can just cancel that out, and we're pretty much just left with, well, we have -4a e to the -2t plus 3a e to the -2t plus, oh, we don't have anything else, so that's equal to 1 e to the -2t. So, see. So this would mean that -8 e to the -2t equals 1 e to the -2t. Therefore, a is equal to -1. So we plug that into our test solution, we would get big Y of t equals to -1 times 2 e to the -2t, or just -t e to the -2t.